Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Distant Worlds 2 Preview Series, episode number 14. I didn't have time as I normally do to start. I usually start the game, load up my game, and I look around a lot. I did load the hotkeys for a couple things. 1, 2, and 3 are Fleet 1, Fleet 2, and then the colony ship, which has migrated itself. I thought it was here. I mean, my frigate is still here. The colony ship has somehow wandered off over here. I don't know why or how, but we don't question these little things, we just let them happen. It's all part of the organic Distant Worlds experience, the role-playing affair. So there are a lot of, it's always been cool to me. This is what makes the universe seem so alive. This constant trail, this, flow of civilian traffic. And it's one thing I think it's pretty hard to get right, because it probably does tax the computing resources that you have all these objects that have to be updated and need to make decisions and all that. Anyway, the point of me saying that I haven't really... First of all, am I unmuted? Yes. God, that episode. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about moving forward. So let's start moving forward. Well, maybe we'll just take it at 2x for now. I don't remember where all the pirates are going to be showing up. We did have Belarus get attacked, and I think we dispatched some forces over there. I may have... Okay, who's under attack? Oh, it's just a Toronto again. Well, that's just still a lost cause. Okay, Tebjorn Realm has offered a restricted trade agreement. Absolutely. We'll accept this, but just thought I would see how... Okay, we're at 10. And, okay, excellent. We welcome our new allies. I don't know if restricted trade agreement... I'm not sure I'd go so far as to say we're allies, but we're off to a good start. It looks like the immediate gift has a huge downward trend, but the fact that we've given them gifts has a nice slow build-up. I like this. The diplomacy here, I do think it's a good system. Basically, if you constantly give people gifts, it should lend itself towards a general, very good, situation. Whereas a single gift, you kind of like the game mechanic that it gives an instantaneous boost that falls off. Anyway, what else don't they like us about us? Well, they're a monarchy, which is always going to be a problem for us. They are offering... can we offer them our number one resource? Oh, we probably already have offered them Gamulac 1. It's very unfortunate, because that's really the best we can offer them. We can give away the securing colonies and stuff, but no, I don't think we'll. Well, let's not start off with this. Although I do want to get all the planet facilities going, and I think the first thing for me to do is even to get the planet facility going on... Boy, I wish I could just... I might have to rename this. Univix. Univix. Now we can call it Univix. This is much better. So yeah, we're gonna... we want to build a facility here. Right now there are no building... No, that's building. By the way, did the construction queue thing free up? Yes, it's showing them again. Hooray. And nothing is building in my ancient Actarian spaceport? That's just not true. Okay, but it's incoming, so maybe it's actually not being built right at this moment. Does that mean that our construction queue is actually done? I'm not sure. I guess I don't fully understand this. But anyway, let me go back to our planet here, colony, Univix. Much better name, and we can build facilities. We want to get the Planetary Administration Center. So this costs 10,000. We have 10,000. Let's just go ahead and do it. There it is, building at 0%. May take a little while to build, but I think the faster we get it, the better. The Xenox are offering our strict trade agreement. We'll also accept this. We're actually pretty friendly with them, so I wonder if we can move that up to a... No. Can't do anything. I mean, we could probably negotiate another deal. Have we given them... Have you met our colony at Gamalax 1? No, yes. But Bridian hasn't been tampered with yet. It's nice to see that they have money in the thousands, which is going to prevent us from having to click... Well, it's going to prevent me from clicking 470 times. It'll be 47 times, which is, yeah. Obviously 10 times better. And I can do this a lot faster. I want to make sure this is less than half, so we want to go up to 85. Yeah, 85. This is what I will offer. Accepted, so now we can crash research something, or we can actually build, if we want, at probably at our home world. We can build a facility here. We could get, not the, I mean, we could do this, but the maintenance cost, oh my god, it's so expensive. Now, you can build the limited terraforming facility and then cancel, I mean, destroy it after it's gotten you its 5 years of 1% improvement. You can do that. But there are better terraforming facilities. This is limited terraforming, there's a normal terraforming, and then there's even like an advanced terraforming. And you get a discount on those facility costs if you keep your current facility where it is. So you can either, I guess it's kind of, only it's the need to build the new facility from scratch. But the one I was kind of thinking of doing is only 50,000, so we could do this and still have enough money to do other stuff. Let me clear some of these things, just kind of like, you know, helps me clear my thoughts at the same time. I think we accepted that. And we did something else. Great. Okay, so that cleaning the slate here was helping me clear my thoughts. Do we want to do any of these things? Because a limited terraforming facility is so expensive, but at the same time, it quality of the planet increases the income. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of this interesting trade-off here. I mean, it's definitely an interesting trade-off here, and that's what makes this game so good. You have a lot of good balancing things where you can pay upfront costs, lots of upfront costs that you can pay to improve your galaxy, your empire, I should say, in the long term. But you have to decide which of those you can't afford all of them, and they did a good job of making it so you can't afford all of them. I don't think 100,000 is just what we just can't spend that right now. So what I'll do is I'll do the Science Academy. It's going to help our research a fair amount, so we'll go with that. Okay, Urkton Mining Station is under attack. I don't even want to see that message anymore, but let's see. We're on Enhanced Construction. Let me look at the most recent research that we've gotten. Can I do, like, close all? I just want to only see research for now. Okay, so we did enhanced commerce, we did early area weapons, we got structured research, planetary governance, improved escorts we've gotten, and we got an ultra efficient engine. So it doesn't look like anything too crazy. I believe that both of the ship designs we've done already have the... Oh, I hate this. You gotta click over here. Don't click over here. They should probably just make these slightly different color text or something so that you know clicking on this is a button. It is not just highlighting this row. It's a mistake I make all the time. Anyway, so the Mark 10 Escort already had the super efficient turbo thruster engines. And what else? What other technology would we be looking at? So I really wish I could go back to filtering what it was before, but I'll just turn all those back on. Or I guess we can just set it how we'd like to see it. But probably almost all of these being on is what I want. Anyway, let me turn them off just for a second more. Okay, so enhanced commerce. This is not going to impact our ships. I'm not going to put early area weapons on them. Structured research also not going to impact our ships. Planetary governance. I guess this is our planetary facilities that we're building now. Improved escorts. Yeah, so we could build a new design. Here's a question I don't know the answer to. Can you move from one escort to a different escort? Can you retrofit from one hull type to another? There's only one way of finding out. I believe the answer is yes, but there's only one way to find out, and it's going to involve, I think this is awesome, us spending some time looking at the different potential escorts. So let's go over to the research window. Zoom out a little bit. Improved escorts. So let's just take a look here. We can go with both of these have a hull size of 140, obviously, sorry. 140 with a maximum size of 415. That's 140, 415. Compare that to 125, 375. So we know right away the new escorts are going to be better. This has a reactive rating of 3, ion defense of 1. I believe reactive rating and ion defense are respectively... Reactive is like how much... I think maybe like a point of hull. How much damage it takes to remove a point of hull. I'm not sure about that, but this reactive rating is related to armor. So, or it might be like the amount of damage that is absorbed by 1 point of hull. Something like that. I don't know. But the ion defense is just it speaks for itself. This is countermeasures plus 10, targeting 0, cost 1400. Countermeasures 10, target 0, and these are both cost 1500. So 100 extra, not too bad. And now where the main differences are going to lie. The heavy escort has 2 standard weapons, 1 large, 4 engines, 2 defense, 1 sensor, and 9 general. So let's just combine all of them into one number so I can remember it easily. 342019. Looking over here. 342019. So it has it is just worse in every way. The heavy escort gives you 1 extra weapon. The patrol escort gives you 1 extra engine. Both of them give you 1 extra general purpose bay. So I'm kind of surprised. I'm actually very happy about this. They make it good enough to incentivize you to actually get the better escort holes. Because I wasn't really that thrilled about it. Like, oh, whatever. I'm just gonna use my old escort holes. But no, I think this is valuable enough to do. In which case, so now that they get me, they dangle the carrot close enough that I'm gonna go for it. I don't know what it means level. I'm going to have to go ask about this. I don't know what level means. Level 1? Level 0? So that one is level... The original one we have is level 0. Heavy escort is level 1, and patrol escort is level 2. I was leaning towards the patrol escort anyway. The extra weapon could have been useful, but will we have enough hole size and maximum size to do something with it? 415. So we know what, 1 extra engine, it's pretty clear to us what that's going to cost us. Max size goes up to 415 from 375. And we know our is going to be 17 is the cost of one of our ultra efficient engines. So we know that the 375, 415 is an increase of 40. So we have 40 space, and that's going to leave us with 23 space, which we can use on the extra general purpose slot. I think this, and that's if we choose to use all those engines. We may be happy with the current number of engines. Yeah, I think I am going to go with the patrol escort. I don't know. I really don't know. Man, I'm having a hard time. Gosh, I love this. I love that it's just perfectly balanced, that it makes you really think. So the only difference is the weapon or engine, and it's only 1 of each, and the general. Yeah, so I think the 1 standard weapon, it goes up to a maximum of 19. Do we want to make a super, super fast escort, or do we want to make an escort that maybe has slightly better point defense? In my opinion, we can make the escort like the first... it can be the sensor point defense type guy, in which case I'm leaning towards heavy escort. Okay, yeah, we went back and forth enough. I'm going to go with heavy escort. Let's use the other type, sorry. Yeah, they're all here. Don't know what this level means, and I probably could just look it up in the Galactopedia, but I haven't done that yet. So let me manually create a new design. I also want to remember what my old design... Well, I'll just call this the heavy escort. Doesn't matter. New escort, let's call this the heavy escort. It's pretty clear to me that that's what we should call it. We'll call it the heavy escort... can either do... Well, let me just call it the heavy escort, and then when I retrofit it, it'll get appended something which can keep iterating. Okay, so let's get... We're doing this from scratch. Is this my first design doing from scratch on camera? I don't know. I want command module first. What? Commerce center. That's not what I want. I want the command center. There we go. Let's do that. crew bays, crew systems. Probably 2. Might only need 1. Probably get 2 reactors. At least 2 fuel cells, maybe 3. We need a Garrus hyperdrive, which I'll put last. What are we missing? Fuel cell, energy, and we need one energy collector. How are we looking? Oh, probably don't need... Well, we'll find out if we need that many crew in a second. Now we go over to the engines. This is going to be comically high amounts of speed because we have nothing else on this but basically just engines. Alright, I want 3, maybe 4. Oh my gosh, 100, 123. Let's put 4 on just for fun. This thing is just ridiculous. It's very, very, very quick. This is the heavy? Huh. It's actually the limit as well. So we'll put 4 on and I'll right-click one off if we don't end up having enough, space for it. Okay, so we have a 225, we have a 360, and where's the other one? A 270. 270 is probably enough to warrant me putting a point defense there too, but the 225 in front should be a heavy seeking weapon. So that, we'll have to go over to weapons for that. But first let me get the standard armor on and then also the deflection field generator. I like to have, I am leaning towards having at least 1 armor on everything. That way if your shields are down, it won't matter. You still have at least a little bit of armor. Yeah, we don't need any of those things. How are we doing on crew? Yeah, we think we're gonna get away with only 1 crew systems. So let me put the crew system second because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need 2 fission reactors in that case. Is that the latest? Yeah. Okay. And then crew, we'll put 1. Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to get away with just 1 crew systems, which is awesome. That means more fuel. Fuel without that second one is already a fuel range of 600, which is fantastic. We'll get that up to 800. Wow, that's great. Is that really that high? Wow, that's great. Almost 900 million, 900M. We'll just leave it as 900M. I don't know what it stands for. I mean, million in theory, but who knows what that actually means in this galaxy. Okay, so we haven't put the weapons on, which is probably why we haven't need crew yet, but let's start doing this. Okay, so go over to weapons. The Epsilons are the latest ones, right? I always get confused. Plasma torpedoes are only small. This is 15 with a damage of 1.43. This is damage of 2.33. Yeah, okay. So let's put a big old torpedo on the front. Yeah, our crew size is going to be okay. And then we'll put point defense. So let me go to the latest category just to make sure I get the latest. Yeah, it is the multi-defense. Good. Put that one on the 360. We have 26 remaining. We can get the sensors on there. And that will free my frigate from having to put the proximity sensors on. If these escorts are like traveling around the world and doing real escort type duties, we can actually leave them as like mobile sensor arrays. So I don't know if we have enough 15, 16. Is there any weapons? Are there any weapons? Oh, 50. Yeah, there is. We could do it. We could get a second torpedo on this thing. It would be crazy. It would really be capable from a military standpoint. It'd be quite potent. Maneuvering rate is slow, but it's so bloody fast that doesn't matter. Okay, I shouldn't do that because we actually have a really good. I'm going to take one off and I'll put on. First of all, it's going to save some space, but on top of that, the maneuvering thrusters that we have are actually quite efficient since they're like tier 4 or something. We have. I mean, they're higher level than we were going to expect. Okay. I don't know why actually in this case there's 5 engines. There's probably a reason, but I don't understand. Somebody was asking why there's extra engines, and I thought it was for symmetry, but in this case it doesn't. I don't know exactly why, but there's probably a reason. Just something unknown to me. Anyway, this will get that one recommendation gone. We have reached the maximum. So that basically tells us there's nothing really wrong with this ship. We can't really tell you any way to definitely improve it. We are still left with like, almost. This is 30, 29 available. And honestly, the only thing it can be is a weapon. Awesome. I think that this is it. It's still going to be extremely fast. It'll have a little bit better turning as well. Which won't be important because actually the seeking weapons are going to be... all the other things... I could do... Okay, wow, what do I do? We can either do point defense or I can do a second big weapon. This is tough. Not a big weapon. It's not large, but I can be more powerful weapon. So it's another Epsilon Torpedo. Or the Sentinel Defense, which only has a damage component of 1.44. This has a damage component of 2.33. And at max range, which max range for this is... Max range, where are you? 1680. That's extremely long ranged. And this has a range of about 1,000. So it's like 60% longer range. Oh my gosh, this is tough. I love it. It kind of makes sense to have an escort. Really, I don't know. It might actually make more sense. I'm not sure if the escorts should... in theory, an escort should be your anti-fighter thing. But I have enough space to make it an Epsilon Torpedo. I love this new vessel, by the way. I'm going to build the crap out of this thing. No matter what I do, and honestly, even the Epsilon Torpedoes are going to be useful. How often do they fire? Speed at 350 is pretty slow. Speed on this one is 5,000. That is insane. Accuracy is 96 point blank, 72 at max. Accuracy on this is 80 point blank, 70 at max. Wow. Actually has a better accuracy at range 1,000 than the point defense does. Because I guess at that point it's like 70... No, it'd be around 73, 74. So I guess it's... Yeah, no, it is actually better. Weapon countermeasures plus 72%. Weapon countermeasures plus 52%. Oh man, they really got me here. Shots per volley is 4. That could also be useful if you destroy... Can you fire it at multiple things? Volley fire rate? So those are the difference between the different shots coming out. So it's like a little Gatling gun. Man, I'm torn. Let me take a look at our medium torpedo, which unfortunately I can't see the stats for. Can I just... Okay, we'll go over to weapons. Okay, so this is my other one. This fires... It's very slow. So again, that's something to consider. 350 seconds. Like 350 per second. We don't know what 350 is, but it's a lot slower than 5,000 per second. Man, so slow. I just feel like point defense is going to be better. How is it that something so slow is slow? Like this should be just so much more inaccurate, so much less accurate. Is how people would normally say that. This should be so much less accurate than the point defense, in my opinion. Are these numbers balanced? Damage 4.67. That's really good, though. Okay, I think I've made up my mind. I think we're going to go the point defense route, because that's what an escort should do, right? Okay, so it has 2 really good point defense weapons, although I forgot that this is technically a 270 degree arc. So seeking weapons would benefit from being able to fire behind us. But it's just one weapon. It's only one weapon, which is going to be limited by a very bit. Okay, I've made up my mind. This is it. I also could have made up my mind just by choosing... This is 6 Krypton versus this being 6 Necrostone and 3 Kuprika. It's slightly... Yeah, and honestly, the larger size of the torpedo would actually technically would have a very small impact on things like acceleration. We can see that. Why not? Let's just take a look real fast. So we're at 29.7, 806. Let's see if it makes any difference. 29.7, 36. Yeah, 29.7, 806. Okay, fuel range didn't change, but acceleration did diminish ever so slightly. I don't think it's that significant, but since I wasn't really able to make up my mind, it's like perfectly balanced on the knife's edge. anything which can tip us over is good enough for me. So the heavy escort is going to be the new design. And look at that, the old escort has disappeared, which means that it truly is the new escort. Okay, great. Ah, this is so cool. So I know that was a lot, 20 minutes of just looking at escorts and designs, but for crying out loud, my love for this ship design in this game is like, it's like everything. If you can't enjoy doing the ship design in this game, what are you even playing Distant Worlds for? Well, you might actually be playing it for some of the other fun stuff you can do, but I honestly think the ship design is just really fun. Not quite as great as Aurora 4X, but like, however much better Aurora 4X is, it's multiple times better in Distant Worlds, purely from the standpoint that it's so much easier. Okay, let's go ahead and start retrofitting everything in sight to our new escort design, which is so capable. I'm so happy. And I know I mentioned that there's a bottleneck, but the thing I don't understand is why aren't there ships just packing this area? Well, I mean, there are. Don't look at this, but why aren't there ships like lining up on the queue? It says it's only building one thing, and it's almost done. Well, let me go ahead and choose ships not in fleet and get anybody who I can, which is unfortunately my 3 escorts. I remember them I remember them very well as the 3 Voyager group. So they're all moving to Ur Mantell, which is also the key, the very clear distinguisher that these are. So actually, I don't want either of these guys to retrofit, believe it or not. What I might do instead is let's pull some of these guys out, and then go retrofit. Oh yeah, 698. Let's see how much it is to build it from scratch. 698 to upgrade this versus. Okay, 30. Oh, this is so good. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, let me go to the. I don't want the latest buildable designs. I just want the buildable designs to eliminate. Let me go to active buildable designs. Yes. So now we're going to disable this one, and the only valid design, in my opinion, and the command I bequeath to all my minions is. Everyone should become a heavy escort. Awesome. So they will not... design is automatic. Manual, but retrofitting is automatic, so that's allowed. And we have disabled either of these escorts as being valid. So now I can move this back to latest designs, close, and I should no longer see an option. Yeah. So for any of these, basically there should only be one option, heavy escort. Perfect. Great. Now let me, oh gosh, whatever I did there, let me undo that. Go to military ships, okay, good. So you guys can move there, and yeah, that's right. So let me go over to this fleet and start picking out people. Leave and go retrofit. Okay. We have, that's enough. Let's have you leave and go retrofit. That's good, we'll just start doing them little by little. And once I get a whole new fleet... So what is my new plan, my new template? We have a lot of escorts coming in. I'm thinking that the escorts will be... Oh. Our first Vorticar, which are usually... they're very similar to... They're another space alien. Okay, we have encountered a Vorticar space monster in the Anuat system. Vorticars seem to be large silicon-based organisms that can survive in the airless vacuum of space. They appear to feed on the metallic minerals found in asteroids, but we suspect that they are equally happy to eat any passing spaceships that they are able to catch. It would be wise to look out for any Vorticars lurking in the asteroid fields. So hopefully my escort can get out of there. Cruise guilds encountered. The Empire is predominantly composed of Hakonishes. The Hakonishes are naturally very hostile towards us. Now, initial communications with the Hakonish have been extremely successful. Research projects are available. Okay, show me where these guys are. We actually have only a -7. Considering that this is... this is with an extremely successful roll. We're a -7. That might give you an idea of how we're not planning to get along with these people at all. Where are they? The cruise guilds. let me just close this. Where's the hook? Is this them? I'm having a problem here. Okay, this might slow down the game a little bit, but who are you? Okay, Boskron's Harmonies, the Alex Federation. This is one I haven't encountered, I guess. Bertalin, Teberin. Sure, we don't really know much about them. We'll learn more eventually. Ah, Kuroskills, here they are. Right next to the Hakonis Pillagers. Okay, so we are finding some things. The Clan of Superiority is over here. I would love to eliminate them. It's too long of a mission right now. Fierce Storm Ravagers. I mean, we have it out for these people. Funny enough, we have it out most... I mean, we don't have it out for these people, for this bounty hunter thing, but it'd be nice to take it out just because it's blocking access to some asteroids, which we may want to mine. It just feels like territorial to me also to just try to go after the things in your system and clear it all out. Okay, I know, let's see. What else do we need to do? So we did some retrofits. This is a good number. Can probably get one more of these guys to leave and to go retrofit. Do you want those ships to be up and running as quickly as possible? Okay, so you're here. Our ships have almost made it. Another thing we could do is start... Oh, abandoned ship repaired. We have completed repairs on the abandoned troop transport adrift near Velabra 3. Great. Let's investigate it. Investigated abandoned... it appears to be in good working order. Hooray! Disassembling the advanced technology in this ship at one of our spaceports would yield research bonuses. Alternatively, maybe we want to keep it as a powerful ship. Well, dismiss this, we'll pause, and let's take a look at what we got. Okay, it's got turbo thruster engines. Those are going to yield us no benefit. Railguns, lance missiles, point defense cannons. Oh, Megatron Z4 shields are good. Love to get those. Heavy armor. I don't know, see, troop transports I just don't usually think about keeping with my fleet. I mean, I do think about keeping them in my fleet, but not as, like, part of the super weapons. If you get, like, a destroyer, or even some of the frigates you can capture, those are worth, in my opinion, keeping in the fleet and not disassembling, even though you get a nice tech advantage. But this one, I think what we're going to do is just take a look and see how... I mean, look at it. It only has Garax hyperdrive, too. Yeah, we're going to disassemble this one. See what kind of benefits we can get. So let's have this one jut itself on over. Can I just tell you to retire? Is there a... Yeah, retire. Good. Go retire. So that should be how we get the benefits to that. Tatrong. Now, Tatrong has something wrong with it. But I'll assign a construction ship to go to its doom anyway. I forget what was wrong, even. What was it? Is Tatrong the place where we found that, like, mysterious thing? And then mission, everyone went quiet? We're, like, sending somebody over there anyway? Can't remember. It was Tatrong, I think, right? Pretty sure. And the plague and all that? Anyway, I forgot to even look at this plague research one. Mysterious plague. Only takes 307 days to do the first one. Not bad. 40,000 to crash research that. That's not quite as good. How's our research doing? Oh man, we're at 299, which is on max, which is great. Let's see, how's our... Yep, funding is looking good. Ah, Ghost Fleet. Oh boy. You encounter a new a new pirate faction in the Kludar system, the Ghost Fleet. This pirate faction is predominantly composed of humans. The humans are naturally slightly hostile towards us. Initial communications with them is extremely successful. So this is a group that I would like to become friends with. So I'm going to offer protection money for them. And I'd like to negotiate... I will give them my most valuable... Dang it. So what if I give them contact to a bunch of people I want them to go raid instead? Let's space it out. I do want to be friendly with them. I know this is surprising, but the Ghost Fleet... It's a Ghost Fleet after all. I mean, haven't you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? You don't want the Ghost Fleet after you. Is it time yet for this to happen? I keep... Oh, okay. I'm showing a little bit of hesitation to build new ships. I think we might even have the capacity at the shipyards to do it, but I want to build less escorts and more frigates. Although these escorts are good enough, we're just going to do it. Just going to do it. Okay, we'll do it. And we'll see how long the construction queue will be for these. There. So, yeah, they're severely overburdened. Oh well. We committed anyway. It's fine. We should get notifications when those pop out too. Yeah, I think this is good. So we probably could do with a second colony too. What are you doing? Oh man. Okay, so he wants to build a... Yeah, no, that's... Is it here? In the moon box? That, like, you're gonna be crazy. That's way too far away. No, no. And why did you appear down... Why are you appearing down here suddenly? Did I move you down here? How did these things start appearing down there? 50% of Tessant moth fiber. My goodness. Well, +1 colony income. Where are you? That's a more important question. And what? I think that's still too far away. I'm going to cancel that one. That's probably within striking distance. It's basically right next to Solist, which we've been going to for a while. I don't know why you're going to Urkton. What, can you let me know what your plan is? What is your great plan? Build the mining station. I see. You know, we're so close to getting to Erdmanta with our Voyager group. They've almost made it. My poor guy here just never made it out. Can we just get him to move? Like, can you just move little by little? Don't even hyperdrive, just move. Just need to coach him along. Thing is, he keeps getting zapped. Oh. Did you see that? He teleported. Oh. Okay, enhanced construction is complete, which gives us better spaceports and medium construction ships. What's next up on the list? Basic target tracking. And that costs 5,000 to crash research, or we can wait 30 days. Yeah, I think we'll just wait the 30 days. Let me see, is this... Am I incorrectly interpreting that this is going backwards suddenly? It did! It can't get out! Okay, in that case, we just pretty much have to retire this guy. Let's see if he can retire. I wonder if he can retire. We'll try our best. If not, we're just gonna scrap him straight up, because he's stuck in a Groundhog's Day. Yeah, I don't know why my messages are suddenly appearing down here. Did I do that? Basic target tracking was very quick to complete. And that might be something we could trade off with our escorts. Basic countermeasures, interstellar destroyers. Oh man, I kind of want improved frigates first now that I've seen how amazing the upgrades are. Like, why not just get to them right away, right? If you're going to build frigates, you might as well build good frigates right away. What's it's okay, level 1, 2, 3. I wonder why they're given levels. Is it just an arbitrary distinction that sometimes corresponds to increasing strength? Like, level 0 makes sense to me, it's the first one, but the other ones don't necessarily. This is level 0. Okay, what's the baseline for us? It's 4, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10. 4, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10. Okay, the fast frigate in the middle has a general purpose of 12, which I like. The weird thing is that one actually has one less weapon. So it was 4, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10, right? I already forgot myself. 4, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10, yeah. So it's 2, 2 for the weapons. 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10. 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 10. I like a lot the fact that we have more defense on both the heavy and the fleet frigate, so I'm pretty much eliminating the fast frigate from contention. That's how much that extra defense point means to me. I think it means a lot. Then it comes down to whether or not we want, let's see, one extra standard weapon on the heavy frigate or one extra engine on the fleet frigate. And that is it. Oh, okay, so we trade, same idea, one standard weapon for one engine. They are so good at leaving this very nicely balanced. Like, congratulations, Code Force. You've done a very good job. The whole Matrix Games team, they've balanced this very well. I really like all the options here. As a min-maxer, I would, when I look at something, it's satisfying. It soothes me to immediately know which is the best option, but it makes me very happy when a game design has gotten it right, in my opinion, to the point where this is a tough decision. I guess we're gonna have one hangar on this thing. It really depends on what we want the role of our frigate to be, and I think I'm gonna go with the brawler mentality, which means I'll go with the fleet frigate. Plus, I think it sounds cool, fleet frigate. So I'm gonna use the engines to get us to close range very quickly. But if we have a hangar on it, that might not be the best choice. So for a heavy frigate, I could do that. Just put 4 powerful engines on it now, but that's still less than 5 powerful engines. Oh, they really got me here. It's not quite, I don't know. Yeah. I wish you could sacrifice. I mean, okay, the previous Distant Worlds allowed you to just fill up the space. They gave you maximum size 490 and you did whatever you wanted with it. There was some really nice fallouts from that you could design like a very purpose-built brawler ship that had both a lot of engines and a lot of heavy weapons. But, maybe, I don't know. I mean, just because we have the hangar doesn't mean we have to use it. But I feel like for the Actarians, maybe our best idea is, okay, so doesn't matter what we're going to choose. We're going with the improved frigate first. Because in my opinion, improving the frigates is going to give us as much of a power boost, probably, as just building these interstellar destroyers from scratch. And it'll be less taxing on our capacity, I think. I'm pretty sure it'll be less taxing to retrofit than to build from scratch. And I'm seeing that based on the cost, too. So hopefully that's just true. Okay, I also want to make sure that we're staying up with our construction ships, which hopefully are still retrofitting. Let me just take a look at their construction ship. I don't know when it is automatically being designed, but when is the last one that was designed here? They're using the engine. Okay, so they're upgrading. That's good. So let's build a few more of these construction ships just to make sure I'm not crazy. These are all doing something, right? Yeah, they're all busy. So let's get at least one more. And we'll probably get a few more fuel tankers too. And this is where all our money's going to go. I want to get a couple more escorts. Let me just get one more. Please, just one more. Okay, then we'll wait for our research on improved frigates, which I can crash research, I believe. Oh, nope. It costs 72,000 and we only have... Oh my gosh, look at the time. 44 minutes. We only have 57,000. We're going to need about 15,000 more. So we'll just look into a way, maybe some diplomacy or some other trick. We'll look into a way to get that next episode, but... Man, I'm very excited about the new ships coming online. We'll have to wait for that for the next video, but man, we already have do we have any heavy escorts? Let me just see all ships. Let's go with... how would I get this? I don't really want strength highest. Are you... Heavy escort! We have one! Ah, oh, so cool. Oh, man, so cool. They rate its strength at 78. So, you know, that's pretty good for an escort. It's only, in theory, 4 higher than my previous escort, which had the Thuon beam. I probably should have done the Thuon beam, but how's this? This might have been a nice compromise. I don't know why I didn't consider that. It's never too late. We can change it. Yeah, that might make sense, too. Well, at the same time, it might make sense. Oh, gosh. There's too many options. It's too exciting. All right, we're going to call this video to a close here. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if we made a lot of progress. You know, I feel bad we didn't 4x zoom ahead and get a lot of time, you know, moving further into the mid-game. But it was fun to do the ship design stuff. And at least we've settled on some new frigates when they come out, and already have the new escorts. Oh, hey. Galaxy map sharing to the Xenox? Okay, show me this, but probably we're going to accept. Oh. That's what they want to propose. And they will reject this. Let's get rid of the mic. Yeah, we're not gonna do that, sorry. That's not what I don't have that kind of thing in mind. We can probably negotiate a better, oh yeah, we can do limited trade. Yeah, so why don't you think of that? Yeah, better trade is always better. Strategy is befriend, that's good. I don't know why it's automated, like, let me deal with that. But this is good. Okay, and that's the last thing we're doing, I swear. I'll catch you back in the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.